Kevin Kelley has become as much of a fixture on City Council as he has been in the neighborhoods he grew up in on the city's west side. First elected to the 6th District seat 20 years ago, he has served continuously as a visible and vocal advocate for residents and businesses there, as well as for the entire community.
He was always interesting to me because I don't care what piece of legislation came on that floor, what resolution, what ordinance, he had something to say about it. Every meeting, every piece, he had something to say. It would just amaze me.
You can always guarantee that Kevin Kelley will have a comment after a debate. His knowledge of the accounting system and, accounting is, I'm going to miss that because I could always, again, he is a senior council member for me, and I always look up to those who have years of experience and learning from them. And one of the things that I've learned from Kevin is this, to be in the details of the accounting and the budget. And so that's something that I've learned from Kevin, and I'm going to miss that.
As a young man, his experience playing sports taught him to see beyond race and class and to place a higher value on character and achievement. Having been raised by a single mother, he came to appreciate the struggles of working-class people. He has said that these early experiences have colored his service on the City Council and in the community.
He, I think, is easily the hardest working among us. He's always out on the streets, talking to people, trying to resolve issues, staying in touch so that he brings that perspective to us on council.
Issues of crime and policing have been high on his list of priorities, as well as youth programs including a skateboard park, economic opportunity, and fiscal responsibility in government.
I like Kevin a whole lot. He's been with the city for a long time as a councilman. He's done the best he could as a councilman. He cares about the neighborhood. Kevin's a very, very nice, likable person, and great associate. Sit next to him for 12 years, and I learned a lot from Kevin Kelley.
His expertise and knowledge of the system helped push into directions that were previously not explored. So I think he's a great asset. I think council is going to miss his knowledge, but obviously I wish him well, and hopefully, actually knowing Kevin, I'm sure he's going to be involved and he's not going to go away.
Kevin Kelley has been a joy to be a council member with. I've always described Kevin as the people's advocate on City Council. Kevin wasn't as concerned about trying to pass a lot of pieces of legislation. He was more concerned about making sure that just not his constituents, but union members and all the folks that live in Wilmington were being heard and having a chance to have input into city government and what was happening here. And I think he was by far the best at that role, and I think he just did a great job. And I think, the people of Wilmington are really losing a good advocate on City Council for their issues and their concerns and things like that. And he'll be sorely missed.
This one is very emotional for me. Kevin Kelley is one of the best men in the city of Wilmington. He is a true Wilmington son. He gets up in the morning thinking about our city, and he goes to bed at night thinking about it, and many times gets his sleep interrupted because of constituents who have problems or because there has been violence on our streets once again. Kevin Kelley being off this council is probably going to be the biggest loss this council has had in a long time, and the biggest loss our city has had. Now, we're not going to lose Kevin Kelley because it's not in his nature. You're not going to see a for sale sign on his lawn and they end up moving to the burbs. Kevin is through and through a Wilmington boy, and he won't be able to help himself. He'll probably have to get one of those ham radios or something so he can listen to all the police reports, because he might not get all the calls anymore. But Kevin will be very involved in our neighborhood, or not in our neighborhood, in our city. And Kevin is just the type of person that a day can't go by without him giving something to someone else.
You're gonna miss his outbursts of things that sometimes he says off the cuff, because they are funny. but he's a serious-minded individual. He's my neighbor. We lived 4 blocks from each other. He was a hard working councilman. Besides that, he was a good leader. He's gotta know, Kevin, job well done. Job well done over your years that you've been on council. I respect you, have love for you, and if there's anything I can do for you, don't hesitate to call. You're the man in the 6th District. Thanks, Kevin.